Eidolon, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. "'Tis the only way.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some moms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were! Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but 'twould appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Them soldiers keep searching for a while yet. Reckon you will take the carriage back towards Uldar and get the lay of the land, and provide some distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Alright, let's go. The most unassuming folk can provide is to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or a hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Violet, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Lisa said this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alfred, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Violet are free, we still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Turpin, but Alfred, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Montrist and the Crystal Braves. Kurfus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it then. That settles it. With me, everyone. No, I fear I must remain here. I dare not abandon Uldar to the Montrists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the militaries claim. Marshal Terman, I know not what to say. Ha! Now that that father would labour to believe, but enough talk. You must go. Master Alfred, your airship awaits. Up, here, there's no rest for the waitress. We should make for Count Dragonhead, and speak with Lord Horchefant. Mayhap he will know what to do. Okay, let's go to Count Dragonhead. Master Alfner told me of your tale. Violet, it warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavour to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full. Before the dawn. In times of trouble, there are few things more precious than unconditional support.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Uldar will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Go and speak with the Port guard. Greetings, Madame. Shall I show you inside? Upon proceeding into the sanctuary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside efficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alpha Violet, is it really you? I'm so happy that you are... I tried contacting Philly and the others, but no one would respond. And then the crisp rays, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Minfin told me to run, so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Ah yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Nagiri found me, we travelled to Vesper Bay and meet up with Uranjay. When we told him of what had happened, he used his magic to weave a glamour around the Waken Sands from the outside. Our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Uranjay stayed making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Emperor ever chose to make us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, we waited there at the Waken Sands hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people were searching for the other scions even as we speak, but we have met with no successes as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know the Rising Stones did not share the Waken Sands' good fortune. Only crisp rays await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet to cause of hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Odoma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see that the Scions restored to their righteous place of honor.
"'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes, and look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
And that's the end of Rome Reborn.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Nevertheless is no more. The ardor was not his his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. But nonetheless, it concerns me they have established what which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste must be warranted. We are of one mind. Northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds was well sown. By my will they shall reap the salvation unlike any of the world has known. By his will. By his will. I have answered my summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes strayed north. Their hearts filled with hope and their eyes fixed on heaven's word.